This is Supercube, a Chinese anime, a show that takes every overused anime trope, throws it in a blender, and then duct tapes a glowing space cube on top, like that somehow makes it original. You've most likely seen this before. Bullied kid? Check. Zero personality but somehow pulls a girlfriend? Check. Random overpowered artifact choosing the most average guy alive? Absolutely fucking check. It's basically the anime equivalent of copy my homework but change it a little. Except they did not really change it that much. And yet, this thing pulls views. A lot of them. Why? Because the animation is fucking ridiculous and the fist to ass action has no right to be this good. Like, genuinely unfair. You'll be sitting there thinking this plot is booty cheeks. And then the next scene drops and suddenly it's fluid, high impact, borderline movie level fight choreography. It's the kind of animation that makes you forgive things you absolutely should not, like bad writing or logic, or the fact that this entire premise feels like it was generated by an AI that just discovered anime yesterday. Or should I say, Dong Hua, because I feel a lot more cultural today. Supercube is what happens when a painfully generic story gets carried hard by visuals that go way harder than they have any right to. It's not unique, it's not groundbreaking, but it looks so damn good that your brain just goes, you know what? Fine, I'll allow it. You don't believe me? Just look at this scene right here. Or this scene here.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah.
Now, the first episode starts insanely well. The good looking guy teleporting right in front of the very obvious BMW car. Totally normal. It's the benchmark for any overpowered individual in anime. Might I say this is the most pussy shit someone could do and still not intimidate a breast milk drinking goober like me. Then we cut to a middle school where kids read math equation like it's the fucking Hamlet. Like, look at this. This? Where does the equation even begin? So, anyway, she accepts the phone call and is instantly transported into the Epstein Island. Everything goes dark and music gets dreary. And we all know what happens when the music gets really dark in an anime. Shit is about to go fuck ass. And fuck ass it goes. So then four grown ass men, who I'm gonna refer to as Jeffrey Epstein's clones, start cornering this math equation reading nerd into a corner like she could just use the quadratics to fuck their shit up. But the guy she's on phone call with keeps guiding her, and she makes her escape into this dingy looking Diddy zone. And our teleported dude from earlier saves the girl from the Jeffries goons and carries her like Cinderella out of there. But they catch up with him and damn near burn all the ass hair off his booty, making him hit that honored one pose in mid-air with the girl. Now our cool guy is pissed because he had been taking mad roids to grow them booty hair, so he dusts himself off, puts the girl down, puts on his favorite music on the wristwatch, gives me a look as if I shaved his ass hair, and the first thing he does in the battlefield is throwing cake.
Holy fuck.
Classic. Fisting the man's face with his entire body, damn near giving his gums a colonoscopy. Even after all that, this man had the gall to shout, "Go!" to everyone else. So then, clone number two, Float runs into the action, gets his first kick parried, and then getting kicked straight to the face. After which, a Rick from Rick and Morty summons Thor's nutsacks into his fist and blows this man's back out. And this is damn near nothing compared to what the other guy is about to experience. He blocks the first fist, weaves the second one, grabs his leg, and gives him a free vasectomy by kicking him in his slimy fucking balls. Even after seeing the disrespect the other guy just received, the other clone thought of jumping in, but gets face fucked by the office shoes. And then the man with no balls, who's grabbing his groin as if they just went into his devolved fucking penis, gets a kick straight to his chin, got him looking into the fucking space, imagining how he's going to explain this to the boss and his wife. I have no idea how he just bent his leg to the point where the other guy caught a kick to the face, but we'll just name it as an ancient Chinese fighting technique from the Edo period. Then he just throws this man onto the other guy, almost how I throw every homeless kid that approaches me for money on every red light in the middle of Mumbai streets. And suddenly everyone realizes that they can fly. So fly they do. I can't even comment on this. Just have a look at this masterpiece of choreography. Anyways, they all crash into this building, giving every American boomer a hit of PTSD. Then the dust clears up, and we get to see these frauds lying down like Peter Griffin. Like, holy hell, if I was caught in this position, I'm going to go through simulated microgravity spacewalks and fucking off to the space to spend most of my life just to live this moment down. Holy shit, he just speed all over them. So then these two face off, turning the fight into a 1v1, unbeknownst to the enemy that he is up against the Chinese Gojo Satoru. And you know it's over for you when the strong character throws away his piece of clothing. So the enemy goes on to lift the fucking building.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom.
But just look at my man here. He does not give a fuck. He's taking the page out of Saitama's books with all that nonchalance. You don't make this face when a building is being lifted in the sky and thrown at you. I mean, this is the face I make when I realize that I have mistakenly shit myself while trying to let out a little fart. Hey, and guess what he does to the very much impending building at his face? He turns it into a cube. A super cube. And then he starts playing Minecraft in creative mode, absolutely shitting on the final clone. Is that a domain expansion? I was only kidding with the Gojo comparison. You did not have to go that hard. Got the clone genuinely perplexed, looking around, all confused and baffled by the state of existence he's in. So, this zone is more or less like a domain expansion, anyways. The difference being that it is called a cycle in this anime. The enemy cannot use his abilities, and not even this school terrorizing apparatus. Anyways, the clone regrets not taking up the swimming lectures and fucking dies. Then the cool guy just reverses time very casually, and the scene cuts to a very hairy eyeball. That thing needs a shave. Holy fuck, that thing is hairy. It turns out the Chinese Gojo won't be seen around much, and the girl is just woken up by this fucking guy. She probably thinks that was a dream. A very, very creative dream, I must say. She could potentially go on to write a whole ass anime script with that dream alone. And now I think there's some kind of time skip, considering the girl is very much grown up. And we also get to meet the actual protagonist of our show here. His name is Wang Xiao. Wang Shi. Wang. Fuck it. I'm gonna call him Greg. Moving on. And the girl's called Shen Yao, and I will be referring to her as Yaoi because I fucking can. You might remember Greg pre-time skip. He's the one who woke Yaoi up, and he has something not a lot of people in anime have. He's got stupidly overpowered anime protagonist starter pack. Nervous personality? Check. Social status? Bullied? Check. Romantic life? Aggressively theoretical. Because he has a crush on our girl Yaoi here. Might I say, he just wants to clap her cheeks respectfully. But surprisingly, Yaoi also has a crush on Greg here. I have nothing more to say. Now you might ask, hey, nose grease, How did you know this? Well then, sit down and listen to me, dumbass. You see, Yaoi and these guys of NPCs here are playing Jenga, and whoever loses has to answer a question truthfully. And because Yaoi is absolutely buns and boosted at the game of Jenga, she fucking loses. So now she has to answer the question that is, hey man, who do you fucking like? And it turns out Yaoi is in love with her boy Greg here. Holy hell, Riz God. What the fuck? His romantic life was supposed to be as real as a JoJo fan being straight. But against all fucking odds and laws of biology and probability, his crush confesses to him, which already makes this show more unrealistic than the fucking cube. And right when his life starts making sense, boom! He's getting bullied by Jun Junglecock and his gang, which I will refer to as BTS. Apparently, BTS is a big deal in this area. Junglecock is also pretty mad that Greg has gone on to flirt with Yaoi and bagged her poom poom, while all Junglecock could do was be caught with a dick in his fucking hand, praying to the gods that somehow she falls in love with him. To Junglecock, he is Yaoi's boyfriend, but Yaoi just does not know it yet. He just kind of stalks her around. So, being a professional couple therapist, I would say that their relationship is quite complicated. And I love the scene where his gang member, who probably fondles Junglecock's balls every night, is talking to Greg about daydreaming about dating a girl who is way out of your league. When his immediate gang leader is talking the said girl, who harbors no feelings for him. Matter of fact, she doesn't even fucking know he exists. And then we get a peek at the pure athleticism and decisiveness of Greg, wherein he headbutts the guy and falls off into the water. Why are you even shocked? You were literally talking about feeding this man to the fish, and suddenly you act like the guy unalived himself when he fell from such a short height. They are literally fucking going like, oh fuck, he's dead. Why did he have to do that? What the fuck did you do? I like his feet. What the fuck? He literally fell into a pool of water. No one dies from this fall. He can just swim. Do these guys think that Greg is made of soluble substance, wherein even if a speck of water were to touch his body, he will disintegrate into fucking nothingness, turn into a ghost, and butt fuck all of them for rest of their lives? Then the scene cuts into a very brief flashback sequence of when Yaoi and Greg were kids. Greg, my man, lock the fuck in. Why are you having a Vietnam flashback after falling from a 3 foot long distance into water? Greg's out here acting like he fell onto pure concrete and got his spine all done wrong. Quick summary on the flashback. Greg was a soy boy little pussy fart who constantly got bullied, and Yaoi always showed up to help him out. But he tried to act manly despite deep inside being a pussy bitch crybaby. The end. Oh hey, look, shiny cube. Oh fuck, the shiny cube's inside of me. What the fuck? And now Greg's just hacking. He has admin access. So he goes around slash TPing everywhere. Anyways, Greg gets home and he gets home safe. Takes a hot steamy shower, receives a call from Yaoi. Well, you see, Yaoi had been seeing all of this go down because Jungle Cock is a massive dick. And he just FaceTimed her while bullying her boyfriend. And she saw the whole ordeal. And this is how their conversation goes. Greg, oh my god, I'm so relieved you're okay. I was sure that the river shark ate you. Don't be silly. Sharks don't swim in the river. Yeah, the same way your sperm ain't swimming in my poom poom. After hearing the disrespect, Greg just hangs up the call without explaining to Yaoi about the whole cube debacle. Considering she might just call the psychologist on him and fucking get him to an asylum. Because who the fuck is gonna believe him when he's gonna say like, hey, I found this shiny cube. It's magical. It allows me to teleport everywhere without any control. Please trust me, I am not having a psychosis breakdown right now. I will even let you spank me. Now, let's go over the abilities that the cube has granted him. He's got second degree bipolar disorder because he keeps hearing things in his head. It's the same as solo leveling. The more you level up, the stronger you get. While his base stats are a bit boosted, he's got the starter pack of strength, speed, dimensional nonsense, basically everything except emotional stability. But my main question is, with these kind of powers, how is one supposed to beat his meat? Will the voice give him tips and tricks on how he should masturbate for better results, or is it going to critique his chicken beating game? I have no idea. Please let me know. Anyways, in the second episode, we see Greg having a full on schizoid breakdown. He's seeing things with a techno filter on, and then he starts watching his parents sleeping naked. We learn that in order for Greg to level up, he has to consume stones. He must become a stoner to be a god tier fighter, and stoning he does. He goes on to fight shit and gain levels and get stronger. I am going to skip past all of this and get into the meaty part of things, wherein we see Greg being domestically abused by his crush turned girlfriend Yaoi until Jungle Cock saves him by calling him to the basketball field. I'm sure Jungle Cock has no ill intentions by this, and he's doing this solely because he cares for my boy Greg here. Also, we learn that Greg has the ability to gauge the power level of everyone around him, like the Saiyans, and his power level is like 22, while Jungle Cock is at a strong positioning of 5. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Which means if these two were to fight, Greg is going to turn Jungle Cock into his bitch ass slave and shit all over him, right? But it turns out that Jungle Cock is a pussy little bitch, and he called the reinforcements the Avengers of BTS. And suddenly, Greg is up against